Let me read the latest that I got from Loree McBride. She's open letter number 2 to Gabriel Chana. Oh, no, you didn't. You better get your story straight, sister. The baby that Brent gave me was conceived the natural way. I'm convinced that the moans that Brent made that amazing night were not just because of the slightly drugged state. He wanted it, or he wouldn't have let me into his room that night. Did he tell you that my baby was conceived by artificial insemination? My baby was conceived the old-fashioned way. Aren't you the one who accused me of rape? Don't you try and avoid this subject any longer. The subsequent artificial insemination was a necessary step to collect the required base pairs to generate the clones of my and Brent's baby that you ordered the murder of. I can't believe you would say that we abandoned those babies in the underwater city. Why wouldn't Vladimir just remove the babies from the underwater city after all the adults surrendered? I know why, because you ordered the execution of the babies. You would think that you might have a little compassion for clones, especially clone babies that contain half of Brent's DNA. I want to slap you in the face right now, your nemesis, Loree McBride. Here's my response. We're going to take you to court, Loree McBride. Vladimir Putin, take Loree McBride to court to our Nuremberg War Crimes Trial as a Jesuit conspirator. Have all her public statements brought into the courtroom, and let the whole world see the trial. You can use any of my statements from my website or any of my YouTube videos in the trial. This trial will be aired on our international broadcast news and any other news stations that want to cover it for the whole world to see. Let's find out if Loree McBride is telling the truth, as she claims that she and Brent have had sex the normal way and that Brent wanted her when he had sex with her. We need to resolve this issue once and for all. If she's had sex with Brent and he was drugged, we will use our mind-reading technology to determine if he was willing and knowing in the sexual act with Loree. We will also use our mind-reading technology on Loree, on myself, and on any others brought up in this case. Bring Loree McBride to court. Bring Brent Spiner to court. Bring all of us to court, and let the whole world see the trial, and let truth prevail. I allege that Brent was extorted into a relationship with Loree McBride and that she forced herself upon him unwanted. This will be addressed in the trial. Loree alleges that Brent really wanted her and that I'm full of baloney. Take this to court and let's get to the truth. I allege that she's lying on her public websites when she claims that she and Brent are married, and that she lies about many aspects of her relationship with Brent, and that her motive for doing so is to break up my relationship with Brent because the Jesuits find my relationship with Brent a threat to their goals. I also allege that Loree's motives for interfering with my relationship with Brent are to assist the Jesuit order to set up a worldwide dictatorship over the earth, and that part of this dictatorship will involve an attempt to eliminate the Jewish race. Brent is Jewish. So why would this anti-Semitic woman who's a Jesuit, Jesuits are anti-Semitic, she's even admitted she's a Jesuit, desire a relationship with a Jewish man unless to destroy him? This will be addressed in the trial. I also allege that Loree McBride has tried to kill Brent Spiner on several occasions. This will be addressed in the trial. If Loree is found guilty of being a Jesuit conspirator, she may face the death penalty. Regarding the issues she brought up about the babies and Vladimir not going in to get them, we are in a war, and the Jesuits would have killed us if we went in to get those babies. That's why I instructed Vladimir to tell the Jesuits to use their own submarine to remove those babies. There's nothing more to say about this. Jesuits, you are guilty of all sorts of war crimes, and because you won't let this die, we will also address this in the trial. The following issues in the trial: your crimes in orchestrating World War I, World War II, and we can prove with evidence that you did orchestrate those wars, the Nazi Holocaust. You are going to be tried for war crimes in starting World War I, World War II, the Nazi Holocaust, including the torture and killing of Jews, and your involvement in starting the American Civil War. You started all these wars as part of your attempt to to take over the world for Roman Catholicism. This will also be addressed in the trial, and that Loree McBride tries to assist the Jesuits in starting wars and chaos and trouble to assist the Jesuits to take over the world to set up a Roman Catholic dictatorship over the whole earth. This will also be addressed in the trial, and that this is her motive for interfering with my relationship with Brent. And just about every major war that's happened in the 20th century, the Jesuits have had a hand in, and this will also be addressed in the trial. This trial will be made public on international broadcast news and aired for the whole world to see. Lise Wheel, the Fox News legal analyst, has been an excellent attorney for us, and she will head up our legal team. Bring Loree McBride, myself, Brent Spiner, and Vladimir Putin to court, to our Nuremberg War Crimes Trial. Air the trial for the whole world to see. There's my answer to you, Loree McBride. We're going to court.